It's rookie camp season, and we're going to be looking at the Dolphins here today and getting our first glimpse of Jaylen Wright, the running back from Tennessee. And I can't wait to go over these clips because he's a very fascinating player. Super athletic, really fast, fits well in the scheme. I got a couple clips today. We're going to go over those. But before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering the rookie camp clips. We're going team by team, player by player, covering as many as we can, and we'll cover as many that I can find, and I'll throw them up on the channel. Click that button. Stop missing out on your favorite rookies and players here. We also do training camp and mini camp just like this. Jaylen Wright here. I got a couple clips, not too many. Usually the running backs don't get as much lore in the offseason. Training camp, mini camp, rookie camp, because they're getting handed the ball and they're running straight, so the beat writers are not as interested. But Jaylen Wright, I got a lot of ball to talk about him. So we're going to go over these two clips. If I find more, I'll just do another video and probably add these in with it. But there he is. You're seeing the quickness. You're seeing the pop there. T-shirt, shorts. I know you're going to comment that, but you know what? It's rookie camp. We know that. And here's the next one. Again, running backs don't get as much love with the clips. That being said, he's got 4.3 speed, tremendous size-adjusted athleticism. I like Mostert for what he is. I like him as a player. But father time is father time, and he does what he wants. And Jaylen Wright was drafted to keep this running back depth chart flowing. Devin Achane had multiple injuries last year. One prior to the season, one in season. We had to wait for him to come back. And they want to go without a beat. They want to keep going. And they want speed. They want it to be a track meet. They got themselves a 4.3 back that can run it between the tackles. That's what they got here. He fits perfectly in this offense. If something happens to Mostert, or if they got to move on from him in the future, they're good to go. With two 4.3 running backs, Devin Achane and Jaylen Wright. Two very, very, very fast running backs. And they can keep the speed up without missing a beat, changing in and out these running backs, maybe even having both on the field at the same time, making this team very dynamic. And that's going to allow this team to do a lot. You have three backs that are very capable of handling a workload here. Jaylen Wright, not the most developmental ready running back prospect to ever come out of the draft, I'll say that. But his skill set, what he does on the field, fits nicely with this Dolphins team. He landed in the right spot. Draft capital isn't the greatest if you're a draft capital dandy, if that's what you like to look at on players. But he's a running back. He's got good speed. He's on a team where he's going to be sharing the backfield. They're going to interchange these running backs, give them opportunities. And for fantasy football and redraft. In redraft, you're looking at him as a lottery ticket in the back half of your draft. Double-digit rounds. Underdog might be a little bit more pricier. I got to look at that. Might be a little bit more pricier because people try to be sharp on there. And then when you're looking at dynasty, I'm seeing him go anywhere, and it doesn't matter if it's 1 QB or super flex. Latter part of the first round, or latter part of the second round, or somewhere in between there. I think in a lot of drafts he goes too cheap. I think he falls too far in a lot of drafts. Due to the upside nature of this offense, remember last year in season, people were chasing Dolphins in DFS, daily fantasy football, so you're weekly setting lineups. And then on top of that, whoever was running the ball with the Dolphins, when those running backs got hurt, we were looking at those running backs really hard. I did a video, I think, on Salvin Ahmed, and it got like thousands and thousands of views, like pushing 10K. Just a backup running back. Saying, hey, you got to pay attention to this guy because it's the Dolphins offense. Now you got Jaylen right here, and you're going to let him fall deep into the second round of rookie drafts. You're not going to snag him up. You got plenty of wide receivers. You can pick up another one probably early third round. There's going to be another one there with a decent profile in the early third round. If you miss out, you miss out. But the upside here is immense. Even if you don't like him in Dynasty Fantasy Football, he's a running back with some pop on a team that's going to buoy his value. So say he has a good game here or there, or that one good game. You don't like him, you can flip him for more than what you paid for. Easily, quick. He'll be very liquid on the market. The liquidity of running backs. Also in the back half of the season, with running backs like this, I get it, day 3 and all that. But when these backups start to get a little bit of run, and it's towards the trade deadline of your league, you could always flip them. They are the players that become more liquid as we head into the playoffs. If you don't like him, if you like him, then you're hoping for the production. And you know what? I think he gels well in this offense. I like him for that. I like him as an asset. But really, I like him a lot. I think he's great. I think Dolphins fans, if you're still with me, if you're not paying attention to the Dynasty Fantasy Football Talk, you're getting a tremendous backfield. It's underrated. I don't think enough people are talking this up. He's got speed to burn. He can add to this backfield. He can be much more than just a complimentary running back. I think all these running backs can hit week to week too. They can take their turns. And in this day and era, you want multiple good running backs. And you want running backs that fit your scheme. Jaylen Wright does that. And he's really going to help out this offense, especially if he develops and takes a step forward. If he does that, could be a big-time asset for your team. I'm excited for you guys. I think you guys got a good get here at a good price. A lot of people were pegging him as a second-rounder, third-rounder. Got him a little cheaper. Running backs tend to go a little bit cheaper in the draft these days, unless you're considered the top guy. You go early first, early second, whatever. Jaylen Wright, you got him at a good price tag. Fits your scheme. Uber fast. Lots of upside. Also want upside, too, in those running backs because I want a running back that can exceed expectations, and if they do that, can take over because that's what you want, right? You want that out of your players. So the upside's really in his cards, too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.